Snowboard season is just about to start, so it's time to dust off your snowboard and get your body ready for the season. I'm gonna give you 6 exercises you can do anywhere so that you are ready to rock and roll on the first day of the season. First, we're gonna start down and on the ground and work our way up to our feet. Now, if you're laying down on the slopes, you have to get yourself back up. So sometimes you have to push off the ground, which means our first exercise we'll do is a push-up. And you can do the push-ups from your knees or from your feet and do your standard push-up. But to make it a little bit more variable depending on how you land on the ground, sometimes your arms have to rotate a little bit. So you want to build up that shoulder strength. So you're rotating as you're coming up, lifting an arm off and pressing away with it as well. Now the second one, if you've ever landed in deep powder and you're just fully extended, then you need to be able to bring your knees in and be able to press off of the ground. So I call this a suitcase crunch. Everything extends long. You're bringing your knees in and you're reaching for your heels and then back out. Now the third exercise that we have is our basic squat. There are a million different ways that you can do a squat. You can do just your standard squat. You could be on a bozu to work on your balance. You can do different feet positions. And we actually have an entire squat challenge to do in November where we go over 30 different squat positions to get you ready for the snowboard season. And all of that is donation based and every single penny goes to our Northwest Avalanche Center. So check the link down in the description below to learn more about that. But for just your basic squat, try and get down as low as you can and back up. That way when you're riding and you're on your snowboard, you can stay down in that squat position and be able to hit your turns, land softly, and keep those knees nice and healthy. If you've ever been on a big traverse where you're on your toe side the entire time, then you know that your calves have to work like crazy in those scenarios. So the fourth exercise is gonna be working on our calves. So you can do this with just your body weight, or you can grab a weight if you want and find a block or an edge that you can stand on. We got 3 different types of calf raises that we'll do. We'll start with the toes pointing straight ahead. You rise up as high up onto your toes as you can and then drop your heels back. And then you'll bring your heels together and toes out wide and do the same thing. And then the third one, you bring the toes together and heels out wide and go from there. All right, to build up your power to go from toe side to heel side quickly and efficiently, then kettlebell swings are always a great way to go. So find a weight or a kettlebell, you go into your snowboard stance, you bring the kettlebell through your legs, keep everything nice and stacked, and you're getting all of your power through your hips. So you're snapping with your hips to get the weight up. The arms should be doing very minimum. It's just supporting the weight. It's not doing much of the lifting at all. And finally, if you like to jump at all, or if you like to do any drops off cliffs or rocks or anything like that, then box jumps will be your friend. Not only will you be building up that explosive power that you need to get off the ground, but you'll learn how to absorb the impact when you land and use your joints the way that they're designed to do. So I always start in my actual snowboard stance, and then I power up and I jump on up. When you land, make sure you're landing in a squat and absorbing through your joints so that your joints aren't getting beat up in the process. So those are 6 exercises you can do anywhere to get yourself ready for snowboard season. And what I typically would do is 10 to 15 reps of each, go through them all and do it 3 times, and you should be pretty good to go. You could do that a couple times a week if you want. And if you want to join that 100 squat challenge that starts in November, then go down to the description down below and the link's right there. Every single penny goes to our Northwest Avalanche Center, so you are supporting them by going through and doing the squat challenge. Now, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We're about to head into snowboard season, which means we're gonna have a lot of snowboard stuff coming out, and I'll see you in the next video.